Hi, it's Mrs. Pope, and today I wanted to talk to you about why I flipped my classroom, what that means, and why I decided to do this. Homework has become classwork, classwork has become homework, and I'll show you how this works. My traditional classroom, I've been teaching over 7 years, my traditional classroom looked like this. I had a group of students who were struggling with the content, had a hard time getting it, and always had questions and just sometimes felt like they were left behind. Then I had a small group of learners who were above and beyond. They did everything quickly, they grasped everything very fast, and I didn't have enough material for them to keep them engaged, so they were getting bored because they did everything too fast, basically. And then I had the traditional middle group. This group, they got it. Some may need a few more questions or just a little more time, but majority of them were right on track. So what I end up doing when you have these 3 different levels in the classroom, you end up teaching to the middle. You can't spend all the time on the students who are struggling. You also can't spend all the time with the higher level learners because you're leaving majority of the class behind. So what happens is you teach to the middle. The higher level students are then not challenged at the appropriate level that they should be. The lower level students aren't receiving enough effective remediation, so they need help and they're just being left behind further and further. And in math, it's really important, as in all subjects, but it's really important to get the concepts right then because they build on each other. So if you don't get it and you get left behind, it really sets you up for failure for the rest of the class or the rest of even your math career. So with this traditional classroom, 90% of class time is spent on delivering content and review. So I'm trying to teach lectures, I'm going over material, everybody has questions, some are bored, it's just all over the place. And then 10% of the class time is spent on application. So I'm not actually able to apply the math, do all the cool things that math provides you. I can't do those applications because I'm spending all this time trying to teach, review, answer questions. So here's what my flipped classroom looks like. So now we've changed it a little bit. Traditionally, at home, you would be doing practice problems for what you tried to grasp in class. You tried to write down some notes from when the teacher was giving them, and you try to go home and figure it out. Well, now we've flipped that. At home, you're actually going to watch videos, just like this one you're watching with me. They'll be watching the lectures. They're small, they're mostly less than 10 minutes, some 5 to 8 minutes. They're going to watch that, they're going to preload the content. So this allows students to pause, rewind, rewatch as much as they need. They can go at their own pace. They are to take notes, and then they prepare questions and come into class with questions. So that's what they're doing at home. They're watching me at home with the lectures. In class, they're going to be working in groups on engaging activities, I'll be able to help with application, so maybe they didn't get the concept or they need me to help them. I can work with these small groups, helping them with the application. And I'm going to be able to give small group instruction. So instead of trying to teach to 30 students in the classroom while I'm at the front of the room, I'm working with smaller groups. So I'm sitting at the group with them, working with them one-on-one, answering their questions in these smaller groups. So it puts me at the center of the classroom rather than at the front with everyone else trying to pay attention in a crowded classroom. So what is a flipped classroom? A flipped classroom is what we just talked about. Students watch the videos at home, so they preload the content. It doesn't have to be at home. They could do it after school somewhere else, but they watch it outside of class. They preload that content, so that stuff that they need for class, they're getting it before they come into class. So they have, before I even introduce it or do other activities with it, they've already had a chance to work with the material. Then we spend class time on engaging activities, so we are still doing work and practice, but we also have time to do more engaging activities because we've taken the lecture portion out of the class. And we'll be working in small groups with personal attention from the teacher. So I'll be able to get with them on a smaller level or on a smaller group so that I can talk with them more personally. Why did I flip my classroom? Again, it allows students to work at their own pace. It frees up class time to be spent on helping students. So I don't have to lecture and answer a bunch of questions to an entire group of students. I can work individually with them. It also gives students a better chance to master the content. This is crucial for Common Core and end-of-course exams. With the Common Core standards and the end-of-course exams, students are going to need to make sure they master the material. No longer are they going to be able to get by with just kind of knowing how to do it or answering a few multiple choice questions. They really need to understand the content. So they have a video log or a video library of anything they need to go back at the end of the course. If they didn't understand factoring, they go back to that. They always have that lecture available to them instead of the one-time shot, I do it in class. And it also allows parents to help their students. A lot of times parents don't remember the math that they learned a long time ago. If you haven't used it, why would you remember it? So you're actually able to see, parents are able to see me and see the content, and they can help their students because they can watch a quick refresher, watch the video with their students and help explain if they need to. And this ultimately creates time for differentiated instruction. So I can help if students are struggling, I can spend more time with them. While the students that are moving farther on, they can move ahead, or they can do more activities that will challenge them even further. So everyone is getting the instruction that they need. Here are the expectations. The expectations are that they watch videos outside of class, so that could be at home or wherever. They take notes and bring questions to class, pause, rewind, and rewatch, and they participate in class. And I always remind my students that you are responsible for your own learning. So this only works as much as you work it. If you watch it and watch it as many times as you need to, rewind it and pause it, do what you need to do, you are responsible for your own learning. In the end, in a flipped classroom, all students are engaged and challenged. The teacher is at the center working with small groups, and we have enough time now in class for effective differentiation. For more information and research and why this method works, feel free to visit the Friday Institute from North Carolina State, fi.ncsu.edu/phys. Thanks for watching.